Yes. So, hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. So, in the last video, we have seen how to install Metabase into a Windows system using a jar file. We have gone through a Metabase official website to install the Metabase. And today we will see like how to connect MySQL database with Metabase and how to fetch the data. Okay. So, let's start. And so first I will start my Metabase service. So, let's see. This is actually my file system, and in this file system in the c drive I have like created one folder using Metabase, right? Created a folder called Metabase, and in this our Metabase is running. So what I will do, I'll open cmd. Yes. So yeah, my cmd is open now, you can see. And just I will open this. Okay, here how we used to run this. We use running java and this command, right? So we will be calling our metabase.jar file. So I will copy this one and I will paste here. Okay, so let's see, it will produce some logs while starting. So now let's wait for some time. It is giving some output. Yes, you can see maximum memory available and all, it is starting. So let's wait. Yeah. Before actually, I want to show you like there is a database in my VMware. Okay. So let's enable that one first until it start. Okay. So this is one server where my database is available. Yes, I think it is started. Let's check. Yeah, the server is started. For example, sorry, my Metabase is started. So let wait, yeah, I will copy this one and I will fire here. Okay. Yes, guys. So you can see we have logged into our system, and so here we have a database section, right? So you can see we have in the left side we have a navigation. And here we have options, models, databases, metrics, and all, right? So I will click on the database section, and here we have a uh, like here we have a existing sample database which by default we can through Metabase. So we will add one more database here. Okay, so before that I need to enable my database. So it is available in this server actually. Okay, so I will start this one. Yes, so this you can see IP address. I will check my IP what it is. Okay, so it is 142. Okay, now I will open my SQL log. uh yeah, Yeah, here it is. So you can see, guys, here it is available 192.168.100.148. So you can see I will run this command, show tables. So these are the tables I have. Okay, I will I'll try to connect this server into my I'll try to connect this database into Metabase. Okay, so let's see, here we have a option. So here we need to select the engine first. So you can see here in we have MySQL. I click on the MySQL. So you can here add you can add any other name as well to your database. So I will add OTRS because my database is OTRS one, right? So host here we have to provide our IP address. So what is the IP address? As we already see, it was yeah, here it is suggesting, right? So you can see this is my IP address, and the for MySQL port will be by default, for example, 3306. Okay, so we will enter that as well. And you can see there is a database name we have to provide, which will be our OTRS, right? So username and password. So username and password will be root. Okay, and my password is it is bank at 123. Okay, it is very simple. So here we have like advanced settings as well. Use secure connection, SSL and all. Use SSH tunnel. Okay, so for now we don't need of this, and we'll click on the advanced option. So we have some more configuration here. You can see choose when sync and scan happens. For example, you have created some charts and all. Okay, charts and some collections and all. So for scanning and syncing purpose they have made it. You can see here by default Metabase does lightweight hourly sync and intensive daily scan. Okay, so you can do more customization here. Like, so here I have enabled this. You can see when they have given an option to when to sync. Okay, so we have daily or hourly. So daily would be like a daily will be a good one. Okay. So at what time we have to sync. Okay. This is just on configuration. It is available. And here you can see scanning for filter values. Filter means you if you applied some filters in your dashboards or in charts. So that's all. That also here we can configure when to scan and when to sync our filter values. So you may you apply these configuration according to your requirement. Okay. Now I am clicking the save button. So let's see what will happen. Great. So you can see here your database what was added, and want to configure more permissions. Okay. So here we can also configure some more permissions, roles and permissions. You can see. So you for example, these are the tables we have, and you can see permission for OTRS. Okay. We have a group name and we have a create queries. For example, we have an admin and we have all user. So for admin is having every permission, and the all user means there are some users we can create. So currently we don't have user, but for the different users like who can do what. Okay, that we can configure here. You can see a query builder and native. For example, we have this only, right? So a query builder and native and granular and no. Okay, so actually these are very no need of currently, and so I'm not touching it anything. So what I do, so I go back and I click on the collection. Here you can see we have an example and all. So in the data we have uh, users, right? So now what I will do, I will click in the exit admin section. So I do exit, and in the database section, if we come here, you can see we have our data, which is OTRS. So here, I will click on the new section, and I will click on the SQL query. So I will click on the OTRS table, and let's see, show tables. Yes, you can see whatever the tables we have in the OTRS database, those all are shown here. So now we have a table. For example, select star from ticket. Okay. So we will run this and we will see our data is coming or not. Okay. You guys can see in the OTRS table, we have n number of rows, and we have n number of columns as well. So you can see ID, we have PN and ticket number, and title, QID, these all data we have. So now you guys can see we have successfully connected our OTRS database, okay, which is MySQL. So from here you can visualize. You can see we have a bar chart, line chart, right? So you always we can do this. Okay. So today's goal was to show you how to connect MySQL data, right? So we have done it successfully. So let's see in the next video. Till then, you do some more research on this, and if you like this video, please do subscribe and comment. Okay. So chalo, bye bye.